Last month, my ComC store sold over $5,000, bringing its total to over $50,000 in sales. I started this store slightly over a year and a half ago when I dropped off cards at the National. This is just one video in a series showing you guys how I built out this ComC store from scratch, where I show you some account updates as well as my biggest flips every single month. But before I jump into my ComC dashboard to show you the January 2025 sales, I do want to say that my account has had a big update. So, official as of like a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, my account has achieved the premier status. And what exactly does premier status mean? Well, I believe it's one of the top sellers on the platform based off of sales volume. And at the same time, you do get some discounts and benefits associated with it. Now, I haven't talked to my new support rep on this side of things. He's scheduling calls out over the next 2 weeks. But if I do get permission, maybe I'll make a video based off of what Premier Status is and how you could specifically achieve it. So with this intro out of the way, let's take a look at some of my biggest flips. So here is my dashboard. And also let me know what you guys think of adding in the webcam for these videos. I think it was pretty easy to do. And I think it improves the videos. So if you do have other suggestions for these videos, let me know. I'm not going to share 100% of my data, but I do share a lot with you guys in full transparency side of things. So first, I still have 1,800 items without an asking price. Yeah, I've been lazy. I purchased a lot more stuff. I started pricing it, but I'm still way behind on this. I need to get that figured out because that's just money sitting there on the account. Regardless, right, I do have 20,000 cards in my inventory. And my available store credit right now is 1756, which if you've watched other ComC videos, that may seem pretty high because usually I have under like $300 in my account at most times. I tend to buy a lot of cards on the platform, but my strategy for 2025 is actually going to switch a little bit. So what I want to try now is buying cards off the site. I'm very happy that I have 20,000 cards right now because I know that out of the 20,000, X amount is going to sell every single month if it's priced appropriately. So I'll continue to trickle in sales over time. With this money over here, what I can do now is buy cards off of eBay or other auction houses, and then I'll make an order and send them into ComC. So I'm going to change up my strategy a little bit over this year. We'll see how it works. Personally, I think there's a lot of opportunities over there, which I've documented in these auction recaps. I'm like, man, I should have probably bid on these lots. So we'll see how some of these lots do. I don't know specifically how much margin is going to be there compared to the site. Obviously, it's a little bit more work because now you have to ship out the cards to ComC or drop them off at a card show rather than just flipping instantly on the website. And the capital is tied up a little bit longer, but I want to give it a shot. So we'll see how that goes. Also, total asking price right now is 65.6. I think that's about in line where it was last month. Obviously, store credit's higher, and I still have 1,800 cards to price, so that would fluctuate if I spent this money or if I priced out all of these cards. I'll get to this. I don't like having 1,800 without being priced, but I've really been busy. Regardless, over here, items for sale 18,198. And total sales now over 50,000, 51,484. I've sold almost 12,000 cards on the site. I've purchased about 28,000. So there's still a big discrepancy between these two numbers. I'm hoping that these close in over time, which they should, right? And yeah, so what I want to show you guys also is I did get some grading results back. So let me show you that first. We'll go to grading submissions. And I only graded one card recently. So the card that I graded was this Stolwork over here of Rembrandt. And I do already have this card in my PC. I want to say I have a 4 or a 3-5. I thought this would have a chance at a 4 to a 5, and it came back a 3, which isn't the end of the world. It looks like this corner is actually a little bit more damaged than it actually picked up. Same with this over here, but it's still a beautiful card regardless. And you can take a look at the back on this side of things as well. Again, nice looking card. This is a German issue, and I'm into this card. I don't know, 30 bucks. Let me see if it tells me. $31. So I still should have plenty of profit over here. I think this is like a $50 to a $70 card, and you're in this 3 grade. So happy with that margin on that side of things. As long as it wasn't going to get a 2, I think a 2 would kind of break even. But I knew this was way nicer than a 2 on that side of things. So that's my only grading submission. I also want to show you guys, I'm going to go to my inventory right now. I don't know if I showed you what I bought for my PC last month. So let me go over here and what we're going to do over here. Show all items. Flag to be shipped. Well, these aren't flagged to be shipped, but... Alright, so up first, and you can see this was acquired on 1/3. I picked up one of the earliest known Oppenheimer cards. I don't know if this is what someone would classify as a rookie or a first card. I would think you would have something earlier than 1967. But this has the tougher Bisvolita back. If you follow music cards, Bisvolitas have a little bit of a premium when it comes to music cards out of 1968, Panini Cantanti. And yeah, so someone listed this Oppenheimer for $67 or $58 right over here it says, and I purchased it right away because this is a tough card. I want to say that there was a 3 at Fanatics Collect that still sold for like $50. So being able to get a 5 for this price, I think is great. Obviously, it looks like there's some cornerware. This cornerware looks about the same as that Rembrandt, which I really thought that Rembrandt was going to get a 4 to a 5, but I know I'm still talking about it. I wish I upgraded mine, but there's that side of things. I don't know if I showed this one on my last episode either. I got this Genki of Neil Armstrong, so I do like this card. I wanted to pick it up for a while, and I got that. The other cards that I picked up, so this was a mistake actually getting onto the platform. This is a 1972 Dave Cohen's autograph. I looked over this auto, and I actually did ask a basketball autograph expert. And so if you've watched some of the other videos on the channel, sometimes I'll have Matt here with the auctions. Doesn't do it anymore, but did in the past. He collects a lot of vintage basketball autographs. So before I purchased this item, I sent it over to him, asking if it was a real autograph or not. Confirmed it's a real autograph. And yeah, there's some issues with the autograph itself, right? Like you can see it looks like there's a fingerprint or something happened over here. But again, you're looking at the price on this. I paid $11, right? And also to mention, non-COA autos technically aren't allowed on COMC. I don't care for purchasing this one without a COA because I can still send this to whether I want to send it to CGC or PSA in the future. And again, I'm into this card for $11. I don't think someone's faking a Cohen's autograph from 1972. This isn't even his rookie card. And it's cheap, $11, right? So I don't think there's any way of losing on this type of item. So that is going to be shipped. It'll be graded at some point. Maybe I'll get a stack over time of some autographs. All this stuff has to be priced. I don't know why I have it as ready to ship. But what I wanted to also show, there's another actor card from I think 1917 that I purchased. Let me go over here. I'll just search 1917. It's not. Maybe it's 1916. It's not either. Oh, is it 1922? I think it was Fairbanks that I purchased. No. Let me see. Oh, here we go. 1926. Check this out. I got really lucky with some purchases this month. So we have this right over here, Douglas Fairbanks, and this is from Job Cinema Stars, which seem to be pretty tough. I think there is a Chaplin in this series, and it's sold maybe for like $100 or something like that. I've seen Job before over at the UK shows. I believe they also have like a dog set, if I remember correctly. I'm just gonna actually look it up real quick. Job cigarettes, dog card. I want to say that's where I recognize them from. As funny as it is, yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna just put it on the screen right now. So I've seen these before at a show. So jobs are scarce. You don't see them all the time. So when I saw this listed, I bought it right away. I also had another actor/actress card. I can't remember what it was though. Man, it's escaping me. Maybe it was just this Fairbanks that I purchased without asking price. If I showed all this stuff without asking prices, there'd be, like I said, there's 1,800 cards. So easily could have missed that. But regardless, I thought this was really cool. And yeah, it's my other PC pickup. Again, I still think I have one other card, but maybe I'll find it for our next video and I'll remember it. So yeah, so there's that side of things. We covered this. So let's look at some other stats. So I'll go to seller stats. We'll look at sales by year. Let's go to sales by month actually, because I did probably get some sales today. You can see, like, I'm recording this at noon. I've already sold $40 today, 15 cards, which isn't a bad start. But yeah, this is my best month yet. 51, 22, 1,400 cards. So less cards sold, but more money. Not too much money difference, right? But happy to break that 5,000 threshold. It's been something I've wanted to cross for a while, and you can see like even compared to last January. Last January I was at 3,700, which was a big month. So you can see like I had a big month December, I had a big month January, February was down, March another big month. So I'm hoping it repeats the pattern. Although I would love to have another $5,000 month, especially with auctions coming up and some card shows. But yeah, either way, it's pretty good over here. Let's take a look at some of the biggest flips. So we'll just go to January, and what we'll do is take a look at the sales price and see what I sold. So up first, I have a 2018 Otani Chrome. I saw this listed for $99 when I was browsing the baseball tab, and I was like, I'm pretty sure it's a little bit more expensive. So I'll put it at 123, and you can see it took less than 2 weeks to flip that. So pretty nice margin on that side of things. This is something that, going to shows, I feel like you could find a lot of Otani rookies sort of cheap comparative to what they sell for on ComC. So it could be a perspective of buying these at the show, getting them shipped over to ComC really quick for some margin. I had this a while on the website. It took a year, this A Battelle. These are actually pretty tough, the T225s. I don't remember if I kept one of these for my PC or not. I didn't love this too. You can see that there's like paper loss over here with some pretty bad corners. So that one I think I bought once at a show or something like that. Or got it in a lot. I can't remember, but sold it for $75, so I got 71. CM Punk. So I used to do a wrestling series on the channel. I know Punk stuff did sell, so I recognize this as being a bigger name. And this was a card I kind of took a risk on because number one, I don't do too much modern stuff. And number two, I only have some pre-war wrestlers. I don't really have anything modern within my collection. But I did notice that this is a PMG. I know it's a bigger name, and people love PMGs. So I took a chance on this one. And yeah, $40 into $66. I love that flip. Next is a Miguel Cabrera 101. This is something I had in my account for a while, and I paid $55, so I did pay quite strong. This does have a condition note, X the near mint, but to be honest with you, all printing plates are going to have condition issues. Like, they're used to print cards. Like, I don't know. I have my own thoughts on printing plates and condition notes, but $55 into $66. Now, this took forever. You can see I purchased this in 2023, sold now. So to make $10 over that time period, probably not the best. I thought this would sell for more. I actually decreased the price once, I want to say, on it, and it still didn't move. So what I know is printing plates in general don't move extremely well. I thought Miguel Cabrera being a big name would sell faster, but it is what it is, right? At the end of the day, still sold it. It's off my account. 1909 James Jeffries cards. This is a Jack Dempsey. I knew this would be a more expensive one, probably about anywhere from $50 to a $75 card. I got a bunch of these at auction. One's cheap, so flip that. What's nice is I sold these Mariano Rivera's. He might be in trouble or something's going on with that. I'm not going to dive too deep into this video on that whole scandal, but I paid $40 for each of these, which I thought was a great price when I initially saw them back in December. Flipped these for $55 and $50. I wonder if one was like in worse shape or something like that, why I priced it a little bit cheaper. Either way, that's pretty strong margin, so I'm happy with that. Another Otani 1959 archives, $40 to $50 after fees. Again, something you got to be super happy with. These Otanis, they just move like crazy. Always there's a risk on a little bit more modern side of things with stuff populating all the time, but yeah, happy with that. Mickey Mantle, I saw a gold refractor listed for $30. I'm like, that's a steal. I know these finest aren't super popular. They made a lot of these different Mickey Mantle stuff in there. So like there's tons. But again, it's a gold refractor Mantle. Figured number to 49 from 2006. I'm gonna price it. I think I priced it at like $60 and someone offered me 52. I accepted it. I mean, literally, look, one day to take $30 to 50, you got to take those type of deals. Up next, League Leaders. I had this one over here. And this was in a 9. Nice looking card. I paid $40 and it sold for $50. So $47.50 on that. Great. Patrick Mahomes. This one I think I had for a bit. No, actually I did not have this for a bit. Regardless, right? Big man on campus in a 9. Paid $37, sold for $47. Charles Darwin. So Darwin stuff has done pretty well for me. This one is in pretty bad shape. I do have this in my PC in a 4. This should have had condition notes in my personal opinion. But regardless, like, you don't see a lot of this out there. These actually are kind of tough to find. and I sold this for about $50. I wonder if the Darwin post on that Topps made helped sell it. I'm not going to trace back the time, but Topps posted the first ever cut auto of Charles Darwin in a product, and people were going crazy over it, which is kind of cool to see. This is one of the earlier Darwin cards too. He does have an old Judge from the 1880s, but that's impossible to find. I've been searching for 5 years, and I've had no luck. All right, Archives Gold Stamp of Michael Jordan. I paid $21 for this card, and you can see the gold stamp right over here. Not all the cards have that, and it's a 7. So a lot of people would pass on a 7. In my opinion, like, Jordan stuff moves so nice. Even stuff in a 7 will sell. I paid, what, $21, and I sold it for close to $50. Jim told me I actually bought this at a card show. Someone had a bargain bin. I want to say I paid like $30 or $25 for it into 42. And that's why I'm saying, like, I think it's worth more my time to invest into kind of card shows and lots and things like that and bring it on the platform. Because what I've been noticing with like my margins, and it's like there's a lot of cheap stuff that I'm able to flip, you know, quarter 50 cents over here. But something like this takes me a lot less time. And typically there's stable cards. I want to start kind of increasing the quality of the cards in my portfolio, although it doesn't really matter to me, like in general, because cheaper stuff does move a lot faster. But I do think I want to have a little bit more higher end inventory. Hopefully that makes a little sense. Although this technically isn't high end. Some people are going to call this low end. I still think if someone's spending $50 on a card, it's still kind of higher end. 2018 Ohtani Rookie Revelations, $22 into $38. Again, Ohtani stuff is just killing it. And maybe I should have said that in the intro of the video. I actually recorded the intro before jumping into the stats. The 75 Johnny Bench in a 6. Something, again, I bought at auction. 15 or $20. Sold it for $40. 93 Finest Michael Jordans, paid 30 a piece on these, $36 and $35. 1952 Dom DiMaggio, almost called him Joe at first. This got rated a poor, which I don't know why this got rated poor. I don't know why. And I bought this a long time ago, so if I remember, I mean, I've seen a lot worse. I mean, that look, scrolling up, this more likely should have been poor than this, unless I'm missing something, which is possible, but I don't remember. Like, I bought this card well over a year ago. Maybe there's some staining there. I don't know. Either way, sold that for $33. I want to say I bought it for like $10 or something like that. 2008 LeBron Chalk. I know this is like a super, super popular basketball card. Something I look for at bargain bins. More showcases because people put in a showcase. $20 into 30. Dan Marino. I sold this for $30. This got an X on here. Still think it's nicer than some of the other stuff on there. Not the argue condition notes on stuff. Ken Griffey Jr. I paid $20 for this at the National. Sold that for $28. So a little bit of profit there after. Jimmy Snuka. This got rated a poor, which, yeah, that makes sense why it's a poor there. $22 into $27. Some hockeys over here. Hall of Fame goalie. I think I had these for a while, if I remember correctly. No, I did not. I was wrong. But $2 on this, which isn't a lot, 23 to 27, but still sold relatively fast. Robin Roberts, 1965, $20 to $25. Same day. Wow, look at that. That's nice. Monuments. I want to say I paid $1 for this in a card box. I saw this and I figured that, kind of like Allen Ginter with Goodwin Champs, people like weird stuff. Yellowstone Big National Park. This is a national monument relic that sold for $24. Huge bargain bin find there. Greasy, $19 to $24. Again, a relatively fast purchase. Florida as a territory, $24. Love these flags. They move so nice for me. Hal Smith, 1955 and a 4. Maybe like $15, $12 at a show. I bought a big stack of 55s before, $24 in that one. Ichiro, I had this card for a while. This is a color added. I tried selling it for a while. No bites. And then it sold for essentially $24. So probably lost a little bit. I can't assume that I paid under $10 for this card. I probably paid 15 or $20. But sometimes it's better to get money back. 1995 Carlos Beltran. This will probably move nicely next year when he makes the Hall of Fame. Most likely. $21 to $24. Again, something I had in my account for a very, very long time to make $2.75. Otani, 20 bucks to $24. Otani stuff just moves. I need to start paying attention more to Otani on the platform. Complete set, Vlad, $20 to $22. Ernie Banks, 67 tops, $14 to $22. Super nice profit margin on that one. Braden Point, X to near mint. Sold this for $22. I actually paid a lot more for this at a show a long time ago, but put on my ComC account to sell. Adley and a PSA 10, $17 to $21. Kobe Hoops, 18 to 21. Stadium Club Kobe, $15 to $19. John Taylor, 9.5, 17 to 19. Bo Jackson, 15 to 19. I actually bought two of these. I wonder if my other one's over here. Bought on eBay. We'll see. Scoring Kings, Ewing. I know the MJ is incredible in this set from my Junk Wax series videos. So I saw this on here. I took a chance. 14 to 19 bucks. McFarlane and Welsh on this side of things, 20 bucks. Utah, 20 bucks. Kareem with Wilt, 19 bucks. Nice there. Hologram of Spider-Man. These holograms do well in the non-sports series videos, so I want to take some chance at 19 bucks. We'll go one more page. But one thing I will say is, like, as I've been making more of these eBay top 25 or top 30 series videos, or even the auction houses, I get a little bit more idea of what the purchase here. So kind of just a good idea when you go to card shows. You pick up as much knowledge as possible. I'm still missing out on Ultra Modern. I don't believe in trying to flip stuff from 22, 23, 24, just because there's so much of it out there, and I feel like prices could dwindle really fast. So that's why I typically don't put as much in my ComC portfolio. I want to have a more stable portfolio than something that fluctuates heavily month to month. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, so someone bought my other... I had two of these Bo Jacksons, unless I didn't price my other one, which I'm kind of curious. I'm going to go to my inventory really quick. But I had two of these this month, which is funny. And I got to show you guys my other purchase in a second. So let's just see Bo Jackson. It definitely sold. Maybe it sold today. Maybe it sold. Maybe it'll be on this page. But, oh, there we go. Look, there's my other one. Probably priced these too cheap, but I bought two of these, and this one sold for 18 bucks also. I didn't realize how liquid this card is. Definitely something I want to buy again. And what I'll show you is, like, liquidity definitely does matter, but you can see, like, this has had 15 sales. So really, like, I purchased two on here, two of mine sold. So really it's had 11 sales over its lifetime on here, which may not seem super liquid, but this card moves for me. So Bo Jackson relics. If I find one at a show, I'm going to put it on there. 2005 Verlander, 15 bucks to 18 bucks. Willie Mays, these 52s have moved pretty well for me, although someone keeps adding a bunch of these to the platform. 15 to 18 bucks. Johnny Bench, look at that, 9 bucks to 18. I saw this on the brand new baseball page. A triple bench for 9 bucks. That's a great buy. Bench sells. And yeah, 18 on that. Jose Ramirez, 9 to 18 bucks. Also something I saw. Jose Ramirez stuff doesn't get as much love as it should, but yeah, you can do pretty well there. Mike Marshall in a 7, 12 to 17 bucks. 1935 Primo Canera. I think this is a card I was like iffy on initially putting on the site, but you know, sometimes you gotta get money back. Primo Canera, very, very famous boxer. Look up his information if you're familiar. I do still have his 33 Sports Kings in my PC. 2012 Harper, 13 to 17 bucks. Dirk Nowitzki, 15 to 16.38. Kobe, 12 to 16. Montana, 15 bucks. Hound Dog, Elvis Presley. This is one of probably top 5 in that set that sell really well. 15 bucks on that. Sometimes you can find these for like $2 or $3 if a seller doesn't know what they have. Obviously, card number 1 is the best in the set. Card 2 is kind of popular too, but 2002 Finest Jordan, 12 to 15 bucks. Scottie Pippen, 13 to 14. Tolstoy sold that for $15. I did like that image on here. Maybe I shouldn't have sold this one. I might actually be a little bit of a rare Tolstoy. I don't know for sure. Zach Greinke, number to 75. This is a card I was iffy on originally when I purchased it, but I'm glad I did because 10 to 14 bucks. Look at that profit. Love it. Nick Swisher. This one surprised me. I bought this for 10 bucks. I thought it would sit for a while. Gold refractor. I know he's popular with the Yankees. This literally sold the next day for 15 bucks. Maybe I should have priced this at 20 bucks, but some Yankee fan wanted that. Mickey Mantle. These 2006 52s always do very well for me. 10 bucks to 14. Some more states. Another Mays. Gold Refractor 2012. I still remember these as a kid at the store. Lots and lots of those box sets out there. 14 bucks. Jordan sold this for 14 bucks. I want to say I paid maybe like 10 bucks for the slab, maybe a little bit less when I did a bulk deal. Deion Sanders, 10 to 14 bucks on this 1990 and a 9. Reggie Jackson is 611 to 1368. Josh Allen rookie, 10 to 14 bucks. Dave Stewart, 9 to 1330. Long Branch Portafair. I had a bunch of these World Dudes I paid like 8 bucks, 9 bucks for. So I knew they would sell over time. 13 bucks there. Stan Musial Gold Refractor, barely made anything on this. I think I repriced it, that's why. Paid $12.49, got $13.30, which is something I will say. I have to reprice a lot of stuff in my port, so maybe we'll talk about that in next month's video, because I am getting more steel inventory and I want to move stuff, right? Bo Jackson, number to 150, 10 bucks to 13.30. I knew this would move. What this is, some of the data is definitely telling me is I need to buy more Bo Jackson stuff because his jersey and number stuff is doing great. Shindis over here, autograph 11 to 13. Clemens Black Refractor. I do have some more Clemens refractors I'm adding to the site. 9 bucks to 13. Maine, 13 bucks. Tiffany Nolan Ryan, 7 to 12. Another one of these World Dudes, 12 bucks. Just kind of know it's consistent. 12 bucks on these side of things. These are paper loss. They're not in great shape. If they were in great shape, I'd be selling them for a lot more, or I'd graded them. A Beltray made $1 on that. Goldschmidt update 9 to 12 bucks. Flanagan PSA 8 to 11 bucks. More Jordans. These always move so well. I actually auctioned a few of these off in the past, but 11 bucks a piece. Zabisco, a bigger name over here. This isn't in great shape. I think I have a nicer one in my PC. 11 bucks. Manning leather footballs 11 bucks. Matt Strom. I talked to him on his TV show way back in the day, like 2 or 3 years ago. 11 bucks. Bobby Witt Jr. kind of took a gamble on this one. It's a Montgomery Club, so I figured it'd be a little bit rare compared to something normal. 11 bucks. Good to very good. Oof, that's a pretty bad grade on this. I wonder if I purchased this and then it got brought down to that. I don't know. 9 bucks to $11 on that side of things. And 2004 Brady, $10 to 11. So that's 2 pages of this. Well, all right, these are last ones. Kobe, 9 to 11 bucks. Jordan Hardcourt, 7 to 11. World Series Game 3, PSA 7 to 11. Griffey, 385 to 1050. And lastly, Matt Chapman Black, 5 bucks. Absolute steal. Who lists this for 5 bucks into $11? And if you're watching the video, sorry. I just knew that was a steal because Matt Chapman performed really good this year. Yeah, so that's about it. Let's take a look at this $15.75 offer. Joe Black, 7% off. We will take that. That's a good offer. Like if you offer me like within 10%, I'm most likely going to take it if I have room. When you offer 20% off everything, like I don't want to do that. Let's see if there's anything else. 17. Oh, I wanted to show you guys one other thing. Like these are all 20% off. Like I don't want to do that. Like it's going to sell over time unless something has been here forever. All right. So I wanted to show you guys. You're going to laugh at this. I don't think it's actually that funny, so probably not going to laugh. But yeah, so I actually purchased a ton of these Derek Jeter Topps cards. So for his rookie card, he's got really cheap. So you can see right now the floor is $4.90, which in my opinion is still cheap. But I bought a lot of these cards. I want to say like close to 15 of these cards because they were at $4. So you can see like $5.49, $5.49. I think they'll stabilize around $5 to $6 in my opinion, of course. It's a super popular card. So yeah, I have all these over here. You can take a look at the sales. 2272. You know, each quarter you're selling 176 cards. So you break that about 60 sales a month, 2 sales a day, right? It's I guess I could have just done 90 divided by 176. Regardless, super liquid card. So when I saw these on here at like $4 a piece, I figured it's pretty good return on a card like this. So bought them all. Like even at a card show, you're not finding this card cheaper than $5. Like if this isn't a bargain bin, someone's going to charge you $5 for those cards, if not more. So if I ever do set up, I can always pull these and just price them at like $7 or $8. Regardless, put them at $5.49 a piece. I think they'll sell over time. We'll look back at this a little bit later this year. But that's kind of my update for January. Hope you guys enjoy this video. I might go through some more of these and see. And yeah, I still have a lot of cards I'm gonna drop off at ComC. I'm gonna maybe make that into a video what I'm sending over to ComC. If you guys want to watch it, let me know. And I think also we'll be starting some tutorial series on ComC in the future if there's some desire for that. I know there's been others I used to watch in the past when I first started on the platform. I thought they were pretty helpful, but I feel like everyone goes their own way on ComC once you get familiar with the platform. Regardless, I don't want to rant too much. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in another video.